Welcome to the Rothschilds Performing Arts Center and the Patil Theater. You cannot imagine how excited and thrilled we are to be here tonight.
All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrances, and one man in his time plays many parts.
Under no circumstance are you allowed to take off your blindfold.
Okay, let's talk about this facial that you're obsessed with. Explain what it is.
Well, it's this way in which one forces through microneedling. It's like a little roller with these, some of you, I think many of you know it, and it pushes through the skin and ruptures the collagen and then boosts it. You look like a burn victim for a day, but then it pushes the
What are you pushing into the skin?
Well, you push in whatever the facialist would like to insert into your pores.
But what is it?
It is an extraction from a piece of skin that came from a young person far, far away, and they somehow figured out how to extract.
It's foreskin from a Korean baby. That's what it is.
So we call it, I call it the penis facial, and I think when you see how good it is to your face, you too will run to your local facialist and say, give me the penis.
Masks are another aspect of the theatre that students find puzzling and why they did it, and there are all kinds of false stories you might hear about why they did them. They wore masks because it was a religious ritual. The mask is part of it. You're worshipping Dionysus. Part of worshipping Dionysus is you wear the mask of the reveller, you wear the mask of the celebrator of the theatre in that way. The mask was also really useful because it enabled you to change character. And only 3 performers performed all the speaking roles in Greek theatre, and so you come on with a different mask, with different hair, and so on.
Paramount's haunted history. Rebecca Trejo visited the theater today to talk with those who work there.
Long considered the most haunted building in Tampa, the Tampa Theater is...
It could be the Phantom of the Paramount. A pianist visiting the Paramount Theater in Austin Sunday snapped this photo. Do you see it? That eerie woman kind of floating in the mezzanine.
All right, guys, remember this is the theater that they've told us about, where they used to have the secret KKK rallies in.
Body camera captured the discovery. He was lying next to a headstone at Harrison Cemetery off of Meadowbrook. Detectives believe the cat may have been used in some sort of witchcraft ceremony, possibly a ritual sacrifice. Candles, a crucifix, peppers, and other items were still around the gravesite. At some point, the cat was burned. Investigators responded to this.
The world's first transgender doll was unveiled.
For years, Mattel Barbie dolls have always represented a traditional female image, but now that is changing. The company is introducing a line of dolls that are gender neutral.
Good evening. Political shockwaves continue tonight after Liberal leader Justin Trudeau admitted to wearing blackface. Last night, he told the world he did it twice, but this morning, video of a 3rd instance surfaced. The man who has built his image around inclusiveness and diversity.
Let no man deceive you by any means. For that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition.
Shaken when I met you, but I can't recall your face.
Changer, history, maker, no more hiding.
And that man of sin be revealed,
We need a doctor. Look at his face.
the son of perdition.
Welcome to the world stage, the theater of war. Since the day of your birth, many of your first impressions were meticulously and strategically engineered to mold and manipulate your perception of reality. There's an unseen hand guiding the culture and society that surrounds us. It influences our attitudes, preferences, beliefs, and overall worldview. This hidden hand enforces the will of the illuminated, all-seeing eye, which lies hidden behind the smiling mask of deception.
He wants you to buy everything he advertises on TV, so he'll keep you perpetually owing your soul.
Behind the smiling mask of deception, covering the face of the androgynous, shape-shifting god of theater, Dionysus. The real many-faced god.
I can't recall your face.
A super agent representing some of Hollywood's biggest stars, co-founded creative artist agency, a dominating force in the talent agent business. He helped shape the careers of, listen to this roster, Steven Spielberg, Meryl Streep, Bill Murray, and David Letterman. He is also the agent behind classic movies like Jurassic Park, Ghostbusters, Schindler's List, and Rain Man.
One of the most ambitious and downright insidious programs ever launched by the CIA was Operation Mockingbird, a propaganda project that was implemented in the early 1950s, using newspapers at home and abroad to filter the kinds of stories that got to the public. Operation Mockingbird continued to have a major effect on worldwide media, as it served a major function in helping to sway public opinion. Project MK-Ultra was a sweeping and top-secret CIA program that started in the early 1950s that included experiments in chemical interrogation and mind control. Some information about MK-Ultra was finally brought to light in the early 70s when news reports about CIA abuses of power led to a congressional commission.
A trove of official documents obtained under U.S. Freedom of Information laws and published this year detail the dealings between filmmakers and intelligence officials at Langley, Virginia, the CIA headquarters.
The spirit of deception is running rampant.
The clown archetype is sacred to the cult of Dionysus. In Greek theater, the clown, or the satirist, is an actor mounted by the gods, a vessel spiritually infused with the agent of chaos, given the supernatural ability to invoke laughter and distract the masses, while the unseen agents kill, steal, and destroy. The cunning hunter.
Love is cursed long ago. You never had the chance to grow. Someone save me, set me free.
The demon behind the painted face.
Dionysus, the youthful, beautiful, but effeminate god of wine. He is also called both by Greeks and Romans Bacchus, that is, the noisy or riotous god.
His new series, The Beautiful World of Jeffree Star, which shows off Jeffree's luxurious and sometimes scary lifestyle.
Rituals celebrating Dionysus spread through Greece. One of the most popular involved a procession from Eleutheria to Athens, where worshippers lofted a giant phallus and sang songs called dithyrambs.
After the birth of Dionysus, Zeus entrusted him to Hermes, or according to others to Persephone or Rhea, who took the child to Ino and Athamos at Orchomenos and persuaded them to bring him up as a girl.
The beauty mogul is making a guest appearance at Morphe's store opening. Jeffree, who boasts over 14 million followers online, controversies aside, his fans are next level Jeffree Star stans. In the first episode, which was filmed in February, we see that Jeffree is still friends with James Charles, because all that Tati Westbrook-James drama didn't happen until May.
You know, usually me, James Charles, Jaclyn Hill, whoever's free.
When it comes to his beauty routine, Jeffree gets full glam thanks to influencer and bestie Lipstick Nick. And he doesn't put on lipstick until he's at an event. Another discovery, fellow YouTuber Jojo Siwa shares Jeffree's expensive taste.
Is she wearing the same watch as me?
Oh my god, yes.
Please not.
Yes, she is. How much?
I mean, an average, like 150.
We'll see the intricacies of Jeffrey's empire and how Shane becomes a part of it as they work on creating their makeup line.
The spellcasters are clearly using this effeminate makeup mogul to invoke the spirit of Dionysus by cosmetically conjuring the mask of gender transformation. These mascara men are always trending on YouTube. They're on television and on the covers of magazines. They're pushed by the elite who want to influence the youth to follow the hoofprint of Baphomet, or as the Greeks call him, Bacchus.
A beauty influencer named James Charles. You may not have heard of him. I guarantee you, if you have teenage girls, they have heard of him. Oh, yeah. That's why Amy and I are doing this story right now. We've both been getting schooled by our daughters on this over the weekend.
He came on Straight Hand and Sarah. My kids loved him. My girls came in to see him, and he's 19.
I know.
He's a kid.
Hi, sisters. He's the 19-year-old beauty influencer and YouTube phenom.
I'm going to grab a little bit of a fluffier brush and use this to go over the edges.
With millions of subscribers and a reported net worth of $12 million, James Charles, the first male ambassador for CoverGirl, who even landed a spot on Forbes' 30 Under 30 list, seemed to be on the ride of his life.
Today is a great day for lash equality.
Even making his debut at the Met Gala last week.
Dionysus is also described in homoerotic terms.
Wearing a mask in a theatrical performance, getting drunk on wine, and being enraptured by dance and music were all elements of the city Dionysia that the Athenians revelled in.
Here's Dionysus on this lovely sculptural relief. He's carrying an amphora of wine and he's holding a wine cup in his hand. But what really strikes you is how his pose mirrors almost exactly that of the woman next to him. And overall, he's pretty effeminate. He's got a smooth chin without a beard. He's got these lovely cascading curly locks. And it even looks as though he's got breasts. Time and time again, Dionysus is described and portrayed as being androgynous. But more than that, he's also talked about as being transgender.
The eye also of the adulterer waiteth for the twilight, saying, No eye shall see me, and disguiseth his face. No eye shall see me, and disguiseth his face. No eye shall see me, and disguiseth his face. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? Waiteth for the twilight, saying, No eye shall see me, and disguiseth his face.
I witnessed men with size 13, 14 shoes out there kissing each other in the mouth in front of little kids. It was just bizarre. It was like a freak scene going on. That's what I call it. Now, I know about the government and laws being made, but I got a law this morning that came out of Ephesians chapter 5 and verse 31. And it says, Shall a man leave his mother and father and join to his wife, and they shall become one?
Hollywood is full of people who say that they made a league with the devil, and the devil's kept his part of the bargain.
Dionysus, Bacchus, and Osiris are all one and the same. As you can see, the eye of Osiris is venerated in Hollywood.
And they began to worship demons. Demons, devils. One of the things that characterizes these last days is this: doctrines of demons.
As the Greek drama had grown out of the dithyrambic choruses at the festivals of Dionysus, he was also regarded as a god of tragic art, and as the protector of theatres.
Just another night at the theatre, or is there something spooky going on here? Look again. This bone-chilling CCTV was captured at the Brookside Theatre in Romford, Essex, and shows a chair appearing to move on its own. Could this be evidence of ghosts?
The first time I ever walked into this building, there was a gentleman standing up by the stage and actually turned and looked.
Previous investigations have led to